Hey, hi, Glenn here from the Gardens of Castle Rock, Schweitzer's Nursery and Landscaping. Just sitting in by the warm fire in the dressing room here at the Gardens of Castle Rock. Still winter here. It's been a wonderful winter. We've got 24 inches of snow in the last, I don't know how many days. For us, that's a lot in February, nearing in on a record. But hey, sharing with you another video about the garden build. In this video, we're going to show the last 3 timbers that we milled up to create this timber post and beam structure here, the front porch here. We did 3 timbers that you're going to see. They all came from a white pine tree that we harvested just over there. There is a video of us taking the trunk of the white pine tree out. It was a very old heirloom white pine, and we used a crane to lift out the thing. Pretty cool video watching that come down. But we did 3 kind of milling projects in here. We made an 8x8 for the brackets here on the front, and then we did a 12x12 with a little bit of the exposed on the outside, that peeled away bark for the king post. And then up on top there, way up on top, is the ridge beam that we milled in this video. So we're going to do a little time-lapse video of us milling up the last of these projects. Fun to watch the birds go by. Last of the project milling for this project here, and then we'll talk a little bit about it in the video. So here we go.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just got one thing on my mind. Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around. So where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? This is what we do. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. Let's get down. We get down to the beat, y'all. Yeah, it's like I'm stuck in this misty cloud, waiting for something I can't get out. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore. It's like we're losing all track of time. I just got one thing on my mind. Baby, one day I'm hoping that you will be mine. Turn my life around. Yeah. Where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? Where do we go when everything feels like it just stays the same? Where do we go from here when everything is said and done? We're starting all over. And let's get together now, so we can find a spark in the night. Yeah. Boogie down. Come on. Blow that. That's right.
All right. Hey, hi, Glenn back here again. You know, I always have fun picking out the music. Look for something that goes with the video a little bit, but probably more with the mood I'm in when I'm actually doing this editing and putting this together. It seemed just right to have a little bit of funk going on tonight. Yes, good stuff. All right, we are milling up the second piece of wood in this video. The first piece that you saw up on the sawhorse, that is a piece of that white pine, and we did make that into 8 by 8, and then later that was cut down and that made the 245-degree braces, the corner braces that are on the front of the dressing room. On this particular log, this is also from that white pine. This is the main trunk that came up and out of there, and when I mentioned in that video in harvesting the white pine that it had a little bit of a crack in it, that's why we took it down. Actually, you can see the end where that crack is. We're going to be putting that towards the building so it's not going to be exposed, and there's more than enough structure left in this piece of wood to carry the load up on the ridge beam. I think you could probably get away with 3 2x6s nailed together for the load that's required, but that's just not going to look as cool as timbers that we make ourselves. All right, same process as some of the other milling of the timbers that I've shared, so I'll put a link up there to another one if you want to see that. But 12 by 12 Granberg mills can do a 13-inch, so not using the full width, but we just set it to 12 inches, do that first cut, and away it goes, and you're done. Clean up a little bit of that loose bark there, and that timber, my friends, is ready to put up in the building. Most of this wood has been sitting in the log yard for a year, no, 2 years, so it's plenty dry. All right, here is the third and final little timber that we're going to mill up. This is a short one. It still will be 12 by 12, but it's going to have a little bit of that peeled log look because it won't come out totally square, but that's okay. This is the king post, and I don't remember the exact number. Somewhere in that neighborhood of 2 feet is what we'll end up doing. Put the 2 cuts on there, or the 2 cuts on each end and 2 lines, and then I'm using a homemade rail system, just a couple pieces of angle iron with holes in it and some 2x material that I do screw up through the bottom and give us a nice guide. And after that first cut, then we just use the cut. So you're familiar with that. So kind of fun to see how fast making timbers with a chainsaw mill goes. I'm gonna put a card up above the other timber project we did here at the gardens. We actually hand hewed them with some hewing axes, had over 300 hours into making some timbers, kind of crazy. Hey, I'm gonna put a card up there, like I said, for that link. Hope you enjoyed this. The last of these timbers that we're putting together for the front porch build. Been Glenn with the Gardens of Castle Rock and Schweitzer's Nursery and Landscaping. Hope you enjoyed these. You know the routine. Appreciate it if you followed along. Subscribe down below, hit that bell, ding, and you'll be notified at the next video. All right, almost done with this. We're gonna get them over to the build, and I'm gonna give you a little teaser for the next video on the build. We are gonna you're gonna see us set that ridge beam. That's it for now. Thanks so much. Enjoy.